Hello again, Jake here. Are you like me? Do you try to appease people of the opposite sex, but are a little creepy in doing so? That's okay. I found a workaround. Baking. Today, I'm going to show you an easy recipe that I created. It's more like a concoction, really. They are called Slutty brownies. And let me tell you, if you're trying to get to a girl's heart, it's this. It's this every time. And this is my go-to. Now, for you ladies out there, this Slutty brownies pair well with a pint of Haagen-Dazs ice cream while watching Gilmore Girls or This Is Us. There's a lot of flavor profiles going on here. I'm going to walk you through each one. First, we got our base. I've already made it. It's chocolate chips, chocolate chip cookies. Okay. The recipe is simple. The best solid one is just buying a packet of Nestle Toll House semi-sweet chocolate chips and following the on-bag recipe on the back. Now, if you still struggle with perfecting that perfect chocolate chip cookie, that's okay. There is an alternative option. Just go to your local TJ Maxx, and about 99% of the shoppers are moms, and they're pretty good at baking cookies. So this is how I learned. I just asked some of the moms there. They take me home. They show me how to make a perfect chocolate chip cookie. Works out. Second layer, Reese's peanut butter cups. I've already chopped some up. Get the Costco size. You're going to need a lot. That's going to be the middle layer. Top layer is brownie, and not just any brownie. This bad boy, Ghirardelli triple chocolate. I dare any of you guys to face me off in a blind taste testing contest with your homemade brownie recipe. This will beat it. And they have the secret. They use 3 different types of chocolate chips in their brownie mix. The other secret is I add a little bit extra. Sprinkle some of those in there. Okay. I got all my ingredients together. 2 pouches of brownie mix. I go fork. Whisk, not so much. This is a thick brownie mix. And these babies don't work out themselves. We'll stir that around. It doesn't have to be over stirred, just kind of formed and complete. You really work that brachioradialis. Alright. The top layer will be consistent of a ganache. I will show you how to make that at the end. That will be homemade as well. That seals in all the flavors together. Now, I am personally doubling the size of the recipe. A 9x9 pan works great, but depending on how desperate you are, you might have to go 13x9, and that's what we're doing today. Boom. Now for your ladies out there, if it's a double episode of Bachelors in Paradise, you might want to go by 13x9. And this is the funnest part. Spraying the pan. Don't forget to spray the pan. It's just like kindergarten. It's like painting. Except you're allowed to go outside the lines. Alright. Base layer. Cookie dough. And we're just going to form it kind of across the pan. Alright, I'm a kind of perfectionist. I'm going to make it perfect. I'll be right back. Alright, we got our cookies nice and layered perfectly in the pan. Alright, we're going to sprinkle these Reese's on top as the middle layer. We got a nice solid butteriness and richness of the cookies on the bottom. The nuttiness and creaminess of the peanut butter in the middle. We're going to have the thickness and the chocolatiness and the richness of the brownie on top. And the ganache is just going to be chocolate and seal the deal right all together. Mm-mm-mm. Be careful, this is 2 free tickets to Flavortown. Alright. See that goodness? Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to pour the brownie on top. Make sure to get a spatula. Most people think they have to get good utensils by getting married and then making a registry online. But that's not how I got mine. I got most of it from Goodwill and then stole a lot from my mom, and you could do the same. Alright. Now you might be wondering, hey Jake, cookies are baked at a higher temperature than brownies. You are correct, my friend. And that's why we're going to go with the higher temperature. Set the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This dessert is made of like solid lead pretty much. So if you watch a lot of Bill Nye the Science Guy like I did, you know that the denser the mass, the more heat we need to penetrate the whole dessert. So we're going to bake it a little longer than normal cookies and brownies, and we're going to bake it at the higher temperature, the 350 degrees, okay? And we'll check it periodically depending on your oven status, okay? I'm going to pop these babies in, and then we'll finish it up with the ganache at the end. See you in a bit. Look at this puppy. Oh man. It's solid, okay? Don't worry if you underbaked it slightly. That just makes it a little more slutty. Okay, time for the final touch, the ganache. Alright. It's butter and chocolate chips. Every 1/3 of chocolate chips you use 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay? So we're going to use 2/3 chocolate chips because we have a bigger pan. 2/3 chocolate chips, so that means 4 tablespoons of butter. Remember, be careful with your cutting tool of choice. Use the weight of your cutting tool to gently slice the butter. Also cut away from your body. Got my butter. Now we're going to pop this stuff in the microwave. I know, microwave, but it just makes it a lot easier that way. Now you only need to pop it in for like 30 or 40 seconds. It's not going to be completely melted. But remember your thermodynamics 101. It's still hot, and when you move those molecules around, the heat disperses, and it'll melt the whole thing. Little extra. Alright, I'm going to pop these puppies in. How's it going? One of my followers, Lady Galadriel69, asked, hey Jake, I thought ganache was made with heavy cream. It could be made with both. Now the reason we're using butter with semi-sweet chocolate chips for this ganache recipe is I think the butter creates more of a harder, firmer coating that seals in the deal. Later, I will show you how to make flourless chocolate cake with a heavy cream ganache. It's a little more sticky and more frosting-like. Alright, the bowl is very hot, and the butter and chocolate chips are not melted at all, so you just gotta stir. You gotta stir, it's another workout, with the fork, okay, with the fork. Alright, you might have to pop it in for a little longer, and it'll be melted good. I'll be right back. Alright, I got my ganache. It's nice and creamy now. Alright? It's a little cool. I let it cool for about 10 minutes. You don't want to pour in hot stuff on the nice perfect chocolate creation you just made. So we're just going to dump this along. Just going to spread it with the fork. Nice layer to cover it all. Don't want to waste. I'm gonna go spatula really quick. Gosh, oh my gosh. What? Alright, you can't serve this right away. You gotta cool it, let everything settle together. This will harden pretty quick. Alright, as long as it's not in the heat. Can't be keeping your apartment 80 degrees in the south. That's not cool. Alright, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside when we come back.